Hi and welcome to Nikki's Kitchen. Today I'll be showing you how to make a pastry case. Now in a bowl add 300 grams of plain flour, that's 2 cups. Add in a 1/4 cup of sifted icing sugar, just mix it well. And add in 150 grams of cold butter. And now use both of your hands to combine the butter and the flour together. And then once it's well combined, it should look like this, should resemble like breadcrumbs. And then add in some cold water and just mix it together. You don't want to add too much water, you need just enough to combine the dough together, like that. See, now that's ready. Just get some cling film, just wrap the dough in there and let it chill in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes. So the pastry is nice and chilled. Now I'm just going to dust a little bit of flour on the board and just roll it out. Now you want to roll it out to the size you want, and there you go, so that should be fine. There you go, now have your baking tray ready. There you go, now just drop it in like that. And then just use a piece of tissue, so you can actually take some dough off there and just squash it on the sides so the ridges get nice and filled. And then to take off the extra dough, just use a sharp knife and just take it all off. There you go. So once it's ready, just use a fork and just prick it all the way through. That will stop it from bubbling up. Now out of the extra dough, I've managed to get 2 to 3 little tart cases. They always come handy, and you can use them, you can bake them and use it within 2 to 3 days. So I'm going to put this in the freezer now for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm going to bake it in the oven. However, you can blind bake it. Just put some parchment paper on top and then add some rice or some beans, cooking beans, and put it in the oven for 10 minutes. Then take the beans off and then cook it for a further 10 minutes. However, I prefer freezing it first. I think it's much easier, comes out just as good. So this has been in the freezer for about 15 minutes now, and you can see it's almost frozen. So I'm going to put this in the oven now, gas mark 200 degrees, for about 15 to 20 minutes on the middle shelf. So the pastry case is now ready. I'm going to give it about 10 to 15 minutes before we take it out. It's quite hot, so I'm just going to let it cool down. So the pastry case is nice and cool now. Just push it from the bottom. And then just to take it off the plate, just run a knife right underneath like that and just slide it off. And there you have it, your pastry case, and thank you for watching.